Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before I jump into this video, I just wanted to go ahead and say a big thank you to all of you who are watching, all of you who are actually commenting, liking, and just participating in the conversation. It is really helpful, and I just wanted to say I really do appreciate it. Today's video, we're going to be jumping into a few more things. It appears Warner Brothers Games is not just stepping on the gas pedal, but actually using perhaps Nitro as their fuel to drive this engine for their marketing. This is quite exciting. The Gotham Knights page on Twitter has not only gone ahead to, basically share a new photo. One thing that they also did was they changed it even to their main Twitter picture. This was quite exciting today, and actually everybody got to see it. I don't know if they changed it in the nighttime or whatever, but that's when I actually ran into it, and it really did show a photo, a portrait on a wall with a Court of Owls character, and the paint seemed to have somewhat, I don't know, it's distorted in a sense. Now, that wasn't the only thing. The Suicide Squad people were also kind of flexing. They wanted to show us that, they are out here not trying to play. And I guess, they wanted to share something from Amanda Waller. And I think it went ahead and worked out for them. Because if you kind of think about it, the Suicide Squad game had not necessarily, moved forward in terms of, sharing any details until the last DC Fandom event. That's when we got to see something. So today what they did was they basically shared a phone number. They just basically put it out there, and a lot of people started to call, and they found that it was a message that was actually recorded by Amanda Waller. And I think maybe you could also text it as well. You can also, gain, access to updates and all of this other stuff. So that's actually pretty cool. So 2022 looks like it's a big year for Warner Brothers Games. This is also a big year, in my opinion. If nothing goes wrong, if everybody is, healthy and, nothing gets canceled, we are more than likely going to be seeing both games show up in 2022. This is something that I feel like the community has been waiting for, this very interesting stream of communication, and I hope it doesn't dry up after the DC Fandom event. You see, this is something that happened before the other DC Fandom event of 2020. There was a lot of buildup, there was a lot of conversation, there was a lot of marketing. Everything was kind of this overarching theme, and all the teams were dropping all of their knowledge. First of all, we saw Gotham Knights. Next thing you know, boom, we see a trailer for another Warner Brothers game in the DC universe, and we're all excited. But then after DC Fandom event, all of that stuff started to dwindle down. And I think that's something that the marketing team needs to pay very close attention to. Now, I'm not saying that they need to continue to drip feed just as they're doing. I mean, DC Fandom event is just in a few days, so we can understand a lot of this pumping. In fact, by the time you watch this video, I guarantee you that there's more than likely going to be some other picture that's being posted on there. Discord's going to be blowing up. Other news agencies are going to be sharing something. And the closer we get, in my opinion, I think the more intense it's going to be. In fact, I almost can, basically predict that we're going to see some kind of a photo of these characters in action or something within the game. This is my prediction nonetheless, right before the DC Fandom event, something that will really draw the gaming audience in. And so it's quite, exciting nonetheless, but we have to say, what is the marketing team planning for afterwards? What are they going to be trying to deliver once all of this hype cools down? Are they going to just go poof, or are they going to continue to talk to the audience? So this is something that we definitely have to look at. A few other things too that are of worthy consideration is many fans are probably questioning and asking, the nature of the Suicide Squad game is something that, yeah, there is talk, and like I've said before, I want to be as quiet and as loud as the studios are. So Warner Brothers Games Montreal is getting louder, so I want to be as loud as their content. I don't want to overshout them. I want to just follow exactly what it is that they're doing. While Rocksteady, they've not necessarily been quiet, neither have they been loud. They've just been highlighting a few things regarding their game. But we do know that the Suicide Squad game is a shooter, and it's going to be happening in that universe of the Arkham world. And some of the things that people are kind of considering is, are all the characters going to be shooting weapons? And I think the answer is yes. I mean, if you look at the photo that they have that pinned on their Twitter page, all the characters are holding a projectile weapon. Harley Quinn has a sidearm. Captain Boomerang, or whatever his name, has some kind of a weapon. The shark guy, that's what I call him, he's got basically LMG bullets wrapped around him. And then you have Deadshot. I mean, that already tells us that every single character is going to be shooting or running some kind of a projectile weapon. Now, this does not mean that it's going to be full-on shooters. You know, in my opinion, I think it's more than likely going to be something of a shooter with RPG mechanics and all. I think another big selling point too is whether the Suicide Squad is going to be the first person or the third person perspective. This is a big deal. You see, a lot of people have not necessarily considered this, and I will go ahead and talk about it in a separate video, but I strongly believe that once it's revealed, it really is going to tell everybody exactly what game we're going to be playing and what game we should be expecting. But nonetheless, I hope that, you know, it all works out. I hope everybody, you know, basically gets to enjoy what this DC fandom event gets to bring, and a lot more questions get to be answered, because at the end of the day, this is what the fans have been looking for. But again, I just want to pretty much hear your thoughts in the comment section. Talk to me. Which game are you excited for? Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, or Gotham Knight? And if so, what about those games are you more excited to see? Talk to you guys in another video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.